begin to get better at observing our minds. We can watch the thoughts happen. We can start to understand how they develop and why they develop. So much of what we do is completely reactionary, and we are following certain ways that our bodies and minds have always worked, and also the way that society has trained us to interact. So when you look at specifically here in the States, the idea that all we are actually supposed to do, according to this society here in the States, is get out, work, and make money so you can buy the things. Getting out, working, and buying the things, how does that relate to you as an individual? How do we look at our interaction in our societies when we are trained to be nothing more than workers and purchasers? So we end up where we're at right now in the US, where basically 400 people hold as much money as the bottom 50%. So why is this so? Because we have been trained since we were born that we were supposed to work for them and buy their things so that they can get wealthy. This does not benefit you as an individual. And this is the actions that are going on in our minds that create this pattern that we repeat over and over and over again. So if we are aware of the patterns in our mind and we're aware of how these came about to begin with, we can start to dismantle not only our own thought processes, but we can dismantle this dysfunctional way that our societies have operated for the better part of 200 years, probably longer than that, but when we're looking at the industrial age, we're looking at basically the last 200 years. And this is where we are now. This is how our psyches are developed. So we need to analyze our minds and separate ourselves from the training, from the thought process, and realize the reality that we are. And all of this is just spinning in a vortex and not really getting anywhere. So hopefully you find something useful in this. If you do, leave me a comment. And as always, namaste.